We can start with the long-term strategy.
Yes, I see.
And then start with the mid-term market considerations, because I think we don't have enough data. I'm sorry, you really can't see it very well.
I think
it's the let's see, I can't read it.
Wouldn't it be helpful if they could both read this information under all lighting conditions?
Is that
Wouldn't it make life easier if we could automatically keep track of each item? Each of these items? To be competitive, we need mass production and inexpensive technology. We are looking for efficient and flexible solutions. Inexpensive? Flexible? Let's try plastics. We have done it before. The CD system would not have been possible without the optical functions of polymers, plastic lenses. But are we able to realize electronic functions in plastic? Plastics or polymers are flexible in more than one sense. Not only are they bendable, their properties can be designed in. Polymers are large spaghetti-like molecules consisting of a carbon backbone and side groups. These can be selected, for instance, to make the conductive and semiconductive polymers required for electronic functions.
the polymer light emitting diode is in principle a very simple device. You take a glass substrate, structure and bottom electrode on top of it, then form a polymer solution applied by spin coating a homogeneous layer, and then finally deposit a metal cathode. And by applying a voltage, you can generate any color you like at high intensities. If you structure the electrodes appropriately, you can make displays, and the effect is even fast enough to display video.
The materials must be chosen carefully, since the brightness, contrast, and lifetime of polyLEDs depend on the properties of these materials. The lifetime increased to well over 50,000 hours after we solved the problem of degradation by water vapor by hermetically sealing the polymer sandwich in glass. Patterning the polymers brings other electronic applications within reach, such as inexpensive, mass-producible identification chips.
It doesn't change properties when you bend it?
It doesn't change the properties.
That's good, because this is very pressure sensitive. And you apply some force on it, properties change all over the place.
The process technology for polymer chips differs from the process used for pure single crystal silicon chips. The big advantage is that it requires fewer and less complicated production steps. Optimization of this process is currently in full swing.
This is a prototype of our first application. It is basically an electronic barcode. It consists of a piece of plastic logic combined with a tuned circuit which serves as an antenna, and hence you can read out from a far distance the contents of the plastic chip. Now we only have to increase the charge carrier mobility to make the chips faster. Then we can read them out from a larger distance. Piece of cake, by the way.
For the larger distance, we can also increase the size of the antenna.
I would like to increase the charge carrier mobility.
The production of the polyleds is one step ahead. Cooperation with Aventus Höchst results in large quantities of the necessary semiconducting polymers. Orange backlights for the homogeneous illumination of small liquid crystal displays are the first products of Philips' new business unit, Polyled, which was set up following the research successes. The different layers are deposited one after the other in a carefully controlled process that prevents intermingling. The work in Philips' research continues, using polymer substrates, prototyping ever brighter, high-contrast matrix displays that lack viewing angle dependency, adding colors, and improving the production process. Building on our experience with monochrome backlights, we are confident that we can make large, color video displays. And we continue the research work with plastic chips that in future can be integrated in product wrappings. Imagine pushing your fully loaded supermarket trolley through a gate and receiving the bill almost instantaneously. Thanks to our efforts in the field of polymer electronics, Philips will be able to make such enlightened visions come true.